What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And if you didn't know, I'm currently traveling, and you're seeing some of these videos while I'm moving around. And I'll be traveling when I get home for roadkill nights. So I'm going to try to stay up as much as I can on the content, guys, I promise. But today, I got to talk about this because the tariff war between the United States and Canada has ramped up even more. With the tariff, which went from 30% now to a 35% tariff, and if Canada responds, it could go to 50%. Now, why does this matter? Well, the only vehicle that Chrysler makes right now is the Chrysler minivan, right? And they call it a Voyager in some places, and Pacifica and others. But that's it. There's no other product being made by Chrysler outside of that minivan. So you're now adding a 35% tariff to what's already, I think, an overpriced minivan as it is. But now, like, there's no way for the company to make money. I just don't see it, right? You're losing, even with the markup and the overcharge that they're already doing, the money that they, the excessive money that they already charge, the overprice MSRP that they have, is still not enough to help them cover that 35%. And it's going to be the same thing for the Dodge Charger. And I think it sucks because the Outlaw is just coming. We're going to find out a lot more about it at Roadkill Nights, right? See how it runs against Hellcats and Scat Packs and some other things, right? But, and you know, I've been a big proponent that car sucks balls, and I'm just, you know, talking about that engine. But I got to give a major shout out to Boosted Motorsports. I've been watching what they're doing with the Viper, with that engine, and I know Viper purists are already mad because they're cutting up a Viper or whatever. But I'm actually impressed, and I'm a BMW guy, obviously, right? I'm also a Mopar guy, but I'm a BMW guy. And I love the inline six turbos. The B58 is probably one of my favorite engines ever in a BMW. The S63 that's in this one, it's all right, with lots of maintenance. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with it. But it sucks because even if it's a hit and it starts doing good, there's no way Stellantis is able to be profitable with that Dodge Charger at a 35% tariff coming out of Canada. They can't do it. They have to move the production, which brings me to my next item, because Mexico's in the same boat. And it looks like we're going to get an announcement before the end of August of more products coming to Warren, and I have a separate video on that. I guess they're going to do the 2,500 big gas engine trucks out of Warren. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing power wagons are coming to Warren. That's what I'm hearing. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. What do you think is going to happen with this 35% tariff? I think it's going to, I got to be honest, I really do. I think it's going to cripple. Stellantis is already hurting. Over $2.5 billion in the hole in the first half of the year. This could be the first year that we see like a $5 or $6 billion loss. Now, there are going to be some positives because Antonio Filosa, the new CEO, has made some positive changes. They immediately brought back SRT, but you can't just snap your fingers and fix it all, right? Yes, the TRX will come back in Q1, and they'll start throwing those Hellcat engines back out again into different products, including the Charger or the Hemi Cuda. But which it's all indications are looking like, which is also bad for the Cuda, that the Cuda is literally just a Charger with a Hemi in it. So we'll see. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I don't know, man. I gotta be honest. I want to buy the stock just because I'm a fan, because I support the company. Like, I support the brands of Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. F all that other shit. But Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, yeah. And at $9, or it's getting close to $8, right? But around $9, it's kind of a value stock at this point, but not if they're going to go bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do I throw like $1,000 at it and just buy, $1,000 in shares? And if it turns around, cool. Like, do I buy $1,000 in shares knowing that I'll probably lose that grand? It's no different than me playing blackjack, right? So I might do it, and I'll let you know if I do, though. I will disclose if I'm investing in the company. And I haven't recently. I shorted the shit out of them when they started going down, though, and I disclosed that when I did that. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. I don't think this 35% tariff with Canada is good for Stellantis, though, because I think they dragged their feet too long on moving their production of products that they really need to move to the U.S. If this was some shit like a Jeep Compass, which they're also not going to build at Brampton, if it was something like a not volume selling vehicle, it's just like, it's a product in our portfolio, it's okay, it's not the greatest, we don't care, it would be different. And the Charger isn't selling like crazy, but the minivan does do decent numbers. So not being able to have the minivan, that sucks. It's going to hurt. And it's going to be the same thing for their heavy duty trucks. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Our Ram 1500 giveaway. I'm guessing by the time you guys see this, it's probably already August 1st when I publish this one. Because the tariff news just broke, and it's probably going to be, what, 48 hours when you see this video. But needless to say, the Ram 1500 giveaway is still going on through the month of August. We have $1 equals 1 entry for the rest of the month. That's how that works. I told people if they wanted to get in early in July to get your 30x entries while you could, that is a wrap. So you can still get entered, you can still win, but you can do that over at tksgarage.com. Every dollar you spend equals 1 entry. And you can also look below this video. Some of the merch is tagged below the video. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And as always, stay petty, my friends.